with me today is Anthony van Gessel, a commercial sales and leasing specialist at Bayleys Real Estate in the Bay
Morning,
of
Peter.
Islands. Good morning, Ant. How are you?
Great, thanks.
Awesome. Good to see you. What do you think it's going to take to haul our region out of recession?
Yeah, look, I think we've got a lot of the really good things in place already. We're quite an agricultural-based economy, so the fundamentals of that haven't changed at all. Also got some good infrastructure projects going on, things like the geothermal at NAFA, various PRG projects. So we're quite good. I think one of the ones that's been overlooked is actually tourism. Everyone's giving it a bit of a bagging at the moment, but Kiwis still love to travel. Northland's a really good destination, close to Auckland, easy to get up. We've got lots of facilities. So that one that could pop back and surprise people a little, I think.
You don't think we're relying on tourism just a little bit much, and that perhaps this exercise has shown us what happens when we have too many eggs in that particular basket?
Look, sector by sector is going to be interesting. I think Queenstown certainly will be pretty tough, but Northland's location is pretty special. It's so close, it's easy 3 hours to Auckland, great weekend destination. And so, yeah, I think we're actually not too bad. So as a country, yes, we definitely have, but Kiwis spending money in New Zealand, visiting here first, I think is going to help, recover some of that back.
Okay, good stuff. What do you think our priorities should be, and as a region, and how would those differ from other regions, say, for example, the Golden Triangle?
Yeah, look, finding our unique selling proposition is something that Northland's really got to focus on. And I think the difference from the Golden Triangle is really we're a little bit more regional, a little bit more relaxed. We operate a little bit like a village. So when we're dealing with people, they're often people we already know. You're not dealing with a faceless business. You actually have someone's reputation. You know they're going to deliver for you. So your ability to actually execute projects quite quickly is pretty amazing up here. It just allows things to go ahead very quickly. So we embrace that regional nature of us.
Okay, great. And what sort of support would you like to see from, firstly, local and I guess then regional government? What should they be doing across the region to enable the recovery that we need to see?
Yeah, I think I'd really like to see the council take a real partnership approach to development of any kind, maybe repurposing of assets. You talked about tourism being challenged, so maybe it's things like looking at what we can do with hotels, any parks, if we can have a changed use of them without too much compliance. Still want to make sure things are following health and safety rules, but also looking at how we can really make things go forward. So a partnership is really going to be key.
Right. Okay. Good stuff. And do you think we've got that kind of hunger or that kind of realization in our sort of local government, the people who count in local government?
Look, I think our lobbying power is certainly a lot bigger than it used to be, and yeah, I think our engagement is a lot better. The nature of social media now means that councils can't just stick their head in the sand and ignore everyone until the next voting round comes up. So I think we've got a lot more power than we used to, and a collective voice is going to be key.
How dire do you think it's going to look when we emerge from lockdown?
Yeah, really tough question. I guess I looked at the stock exchange in New Zealand and how it's fared comparatively well to places overseas, and that's due to our infrastructure being one of our, the key shares. Retirement villages, they're all good still, and agriculture. So we've got a lot of those things. So I'm not sure how deep we need to go up here. There's still a real desire for people to move to Northland. It's a really nice location to live. We don't have the traffic issues that people get in Auckland. So it's easy to do business. So I think I don't think it's going to be too deep up here. Yeah, I think we're actually quite well placed this time around.
Okay, all right.
The other key thing about this COVID event is that people are looking for physical distancing. And we've got the space up here to do that relatively easy. And we're all actually enjoying, having decent sized properties. We're not living in apartments. So yeah, this is probably our time to shine.
Okay, well, I love the optimism. What do you think the main lessons are that our local businesses should have learned since we first heard about COVID-19? It seems an age ago now. And do you think we've learned them, Ant?
Yeah, I think the key lessons are there's going to be a new norm. Business when we reopen after level 4 isn't going to be the same as it was before this all came about.
I mean, we've heard a lot about the new normal, and a lot of people use that kind of, or refer to that sentiment that you've just referred to about the fact that, it's going to look different, it's going to feel different. I wonder, do you think it really is? And how?
Yeah. Look, I think because we've done so well so far at keeping the COVID level down in New Zealand, that means that people are going to want a physical distance for quite a while. It hasn't been run rampant through the whole country. So physical distance is going to be something that I can see maintain going forward. So for instance, for us, auctions are a big part of our business. We're looking at how we do auctions, maybe online, so people don't have to come in contact, but still have that business go on. So that's just one way that we could do it. Things like delivering training online, making sure you've got a web presence online to do Zoom meetings like we're doing now. I think that's going to happen for quite a while. So that's the new normal for people who are really worried about the virus and are susceptible to it.
I'm particularly looking forward to not having to travel 300, 400, 500 kilometers a week to go and see clients after this. A number of them have become quite used to the idea of doing meetings like this, like the one we're having right now. The less time I can spend on our goat track, the happier I'm going to be. So what's your own organization's priorities as we enter the post-COVID normal? You talked about sort of online auctions and things like that.
Yeah.
Anything else you can tell me a little bit about?
Look, we're really looking forward to a little bit of easing up of some of the things we can't do. We can't show properties at the moment. We can't do professional photography. We can't do pre-settlement inspections. There's a few things that we just can't do in our business that we really, really need. So we're really looking forward to being able to do that. However, we're still doing a lot of business. We're still getting really good inquiry. People still want to move to Northland, probably more than ever. I specialise in commercial, and people are still looking for good commercial property, maybe to move away from shares into property again. And so returns generally are better in the region, so especially up here. So good property is still good no matter what the market is.
Fabulous. And where can people learn a little bit more, Ant?
Yep, so www.bayleys.co.nz, Anthony Van Gessel. Always happy to have a chat, talk about what's going on and offer any advice I can.
Superb. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Good to see you, and all the very, very best when we start to come out of this thing, Ant.
Thanks, Peter.